I feel like I would be a really good ref, though, from the side.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't miss the call.
Backseat ref.
When the WNBA's golden goose collapses and the league fails to address the issue, the truth is revealed. Caitlin Clark broke her silence in a candid conversation with Sue Bird. This is the most open discussion she has had regarding her injury issues. She told up about the emotional impact of being pushed into Game 30 without sufficient preparation, gaining a new appreciation for her wounded teammates' struggles. She acknowledged the mental impact of sitting on the bench while the league's ratings plummeted during her absence. During the conversation, she revealed her weakness, highlighting the WNBA's reliance on her star power. Should the league start safeguarding its players? Will they continue to conduct business as usual? Clark's injury nightmare began abruptly. It struck suddenly and without warning. Her season was drastically altered by a preseason injury to her left quad.
Challenging part of like all this. So obviously I have the first injury and I sit out 4 games and then I come back and I play really well.
Yeah.
And I feel really good. And like even this beginning of the year, like I played great. Like I started the year really good. Like I felt really great. Like my numbers were great. I was shooting the ball well. And then I get hurt and it's like, okay, like you got to get healthy, whatever. You're like, I'm going to do whatever I can, you know, to get back to what I was doing and whatever.
Between May 28th and June 10th, she missed 5 games due to a quad injury. A left groin injury forced her to miss 4 regular season games and the Commissioner Cup final from June 26th to July 5th, adding to her disappointment. However, the right groin injury on July 15th destroyed her patience. This was the final straw in a season of constant upheaval. It wasn't simply about bodily anguish. Uncertainty affected her in unexpected ways. This athlete has never missed a college game. Suddenly confronted with the harsh reality of professional basketball's physical demands, Clark was brutally honest with Subbird. "I don't have a training camp. You're thrown into Game 30. There is no regular ramp-up. Simply trust your body and hope it stays together." Her season's unpredictability was more than just frustrating. It was torture. Each return brought the same mental challenge. Will her body keep up or fail her again? The communication from her mother hit her like a gut punch. "You've prioritized others' needs. You should prioritize self-care today."
Ticket sales are like up across the WNBA, and then and they're also, when you don't play, there's a dip, like a substantial dip. So how does it impact your patience? You know what I mean? Like you're coming back from this injury and you know this, everybody knows this, that when you play that changes.
Yeah.
I guess the better question is, how are you managing it so it doesn't impact you?
Clark had never felt the weight of such words before. The motivation to return to the floor expanded beyond basketball. The goal was to prioritize her own health over others' needs. The turning point came when she realized her job in a new way. The data revealed a story that no one in the league could ignore. Clark's presence significantly improved the team's performance, with an 85-point average compared to 99 without her. Her absence not only affected the team's atmosphere, but also the results. Clark's absence caused a noticeable rippling effect. Attendance and viewership decreased.
Early on, with the first couple injuries, I was like, oh, I need to get back. But I think my mom texted me after this last injury, and they know how hard it's been on me. But my mom was like, you've taken so much time for everybody else. You have to take time for yourself now. So just trying to do that the best I can.
The May 17th Sky Fever Showdown attracted 2.5 million views, making it one of the season's highlights. However, without Clark and other major performers, the games only received 1.5 million viewers on ABC. The Fever struggled to reach the playoffs without their key scorer and playmaker. Due to roster injuries and league limitations on hardship signings, the team could only field 9 players at times. Clark's experience had a profound impact on her perspective. As a result of her experience with injuries, she developed a greater appreciation for her teammates and realized the importance of her participation in the league. Without her quick scoring and precise passing, the Fever's offense stalled and became too predictable.
That's been the hardest part, has just been the stop and go of everything.
Yeah.
And also with the type of injuries that I've dealt with, there's no real, it's not 6 weeks. All right, you're coming back for,
right.
the Connecticut Sun game on August
all about how you
30th
feel in the moment.
or whatever. It's like, how do you feel? Like, and even like when I have been back, like, I don't know how I'm going to feel the next day after playing, like when you're dealing with like these type of injuries. So I think just like the patience of dealing with all of that and giving myself a lot of grace and just trying to be the best.
Teammates were compelled to take on duties they were unprepared for, and the team's 5th place standing seemed precarious when she sat out. Clark had previously maintained a low public profile. After meeting with Sue Bird, the league office was caught off guard by what happened next. Sue inquired about her sideline coaching during games she missed. Clark smirked and dropped the bomb. "I was primarily coaching the referees." She paused briefly before delivering the knockout punch. "I would make a good referee. I would not miss a call." Those words didn't only hurt. This was a clear message to the league's leadership. This was hardly a casual jab from a frustrated novice. Clark's comment came during a tense season in the WNBA, where officiating was already a source of controversy. The coaches had spoken up. Players had spoken up. Some individuals faced fines for expressing their opinions that were widely held. Clark, the league's top ticket seller, delivered a superbly timed shot that left no room for doubt. She delivered with fun and conviction, demonstrating that she was not complaining about missed calls for herself. She was calling out the entire system.
Cool to like see people continue to show up, and like for my teammates, whether they're like fans of the Fever or just fans of myself, like they're continuing to show up and support. And like that's why I've been trying to take as much time as I can. Like I sign autographs for way longer when I'm hurt than when I'm active.
Yeah.
So that's never something I like wish for, but like, you know, I still want to make as much time as I can for people and, you know, give them something that they can remember.
Her basketball IQ gave her words credibility. She had studied film. She demonstrated superior knowledge of fouls, placement, and contact compared to other players. This was not a spur-of-the-moment frustration. It was calculated truth. From the sidelines, she witnessed her teammates get crushed without any whistles. She noticed patterns in how some games were officiated. After experiencing numerous hard fouls and cheap shots during her debut season, she decided to speak out. The subtle remark at the referees was more than just a shade. For years, a sense of irritation had been building up. Inconsistency has long been a source of concern among players. Clark, however, used a megaphone. The league executives saw their star publicly challenge the game's integrity. They could not ignore it. Clark's words sparked outrage and became a viral sensation.
It's been hard.
Yeah.
Well, like, I'm going to go to every road game no matter what, like whether I'm playing or not. Like, and it's hard because obviously I do feel this like responsibility of like being out there and playing, and like, not that I like think there's like a fear of any of this ever going away. Like that doesn't happen when like LeBron or Steph get hurt. Like they're always going to be there.
No,
like, you know, yeah, exactly. So, but like you do want to play, like you want to give people something to cheer about or scream about, or, you know, people spend so much time and money and resources to come.
Fans quickly shared footage of her suburb interview, arguing if she had crossed the line or simply revealed what others were afraid to admit. There was pandemonium within the league. Executives debated whether to treat the situation as a PR issue or capitalize on the newfound attention. Some thought it would encourage other celebrities to publicly criticize officiating. Others silently agreed she was correct. The media pounced immediately. She was portrayed in headlines as a brave truth-teller and renegade who challenged authority. Talk shows replayed her call as if it were a game-winning shot. Players across the league expressed gratitude in her direct messages for stating what they couldn't. A veteran informed her, "You just said out loud what we've been screaming in locker rooms for years." The fans thoroughly enjoyed it. Every replay of her smirk, body language, and delay before delivering the punchline became viral gold. But here's the twist. This was not merely a viral moment. That was a warning shot. Clark questioned the league's officiating, pushing officials, coaches, and executives to defend the existing quo or acknowledge the need for change. Starting a discussion is irreversible.
I think that's also been really good for me too, is like when I do go out before games and like sign autographs and like see all the young kids or fans or whoever's come to the games, like it just like gives me a really good perspective on everything, and maybe gives me a little bit of motivation and just being thankful for everything that I have. Like,
yeah.
and very thankful for like my fans and just the fans of the WNBA of like how they can constantly continue to support and truly just want the best for me too at the end of the day. Like
Hashtags. Jock Clark was correct, and Fix the Whistle became a trending topic. Fans tagged her name and asked for her opinion on questionable calls in previous games. She became the unofficial spokesperson for the league's officiating argument, whether the league liked it or not. Also, there's the fever. They got trapped in the center. Coaches had to answer questions regarding her statements rather than game strategy. Teammates backed her in interviews, describing her as fearless and protective of her team. By the end of the week, it became evident that this was more than simply a single interview. Clark had started a movement. The discussion about officiating has spread beyond the locker rooms to national headlines. The league had a choice. If the issue is not resolved, the star may face further public criticism.
I think just how much I was getting pressured. Like it was just like constant full court. And also I think as the season went on, like that chilled out as much. Like it's hard to like want to do that an entire season. Like teams like you don't want to pick up 94 feet the entire season. Like that's just hard.
When Clark returned to the court, all eyes were on her, not just to check if she was healthy, but also to see how the refs would handle her after her controversial statements. The arena was buzzing with expectation. The crowd reacted strongly to every whistle, or lack thereof. Tension was noticeable from the beginning. Fans erupted in boos when she drove into the lane without a foul call. The cameras suddenly focused on her face. There it was, the sneer. The identical question as in Sue Bird's interview, but directed at officials. Her crew benefited from her enthusiasm. Every basket and assist she made felt like a statement. The heated bench was electrifying, indicating the game had expanded beyond basketball. In a public clash, the league's brightest star confronted those she had called out. During the second quarter, she received a clear foul on a three-point shot. When the whistle blew, the arena exploded.